Welcome back, students. We will be continuing with the chapter on later Mughals, chapter 9. Earlier, we have completed till Shah Jahan and his conquest. Today, we will be dealing with the patronage and architecture of Jahangir and Shah Jahan. So we all know that Mughal dynasty was known for its architectural establishment and the style of architecture and the beautiful buildings, beautiful establishments that has been left behind by the Mughals, by the various Mughal rulers, and all of them more or less were interested in architecture, were interested in the leaving or establishing various monuments and various minarets. So their style of architecture was a bit different. It had Persian style which was included, and they used the different types of rocks, sandstones, marbles, which is famous, which was introduced by them, the use of these rocks. And they also started establishing the various monuments in the memory of their wife and their fathers, like the other rulers. So we will be dealing with the various monuments and architectural establishments by Jahangir and Shah Jahan. So about Jahangir, his establishments were Shalimar Bagh and Nishad Bagh in Jammu and Kashmir, and Humayun's tomb. So we all know that all of the Mughal rulers were very fond of gardens. They had beautiful gardens of them, which was establishment, which was established by them, and various other monuments. So Jahangir was most fond of gardens and various small establishments. He built the tomb of Akbar at Sikandra near Agra. So tomb of Akbar was also made by Jahangir, and it was a very big structure which was raised on a podium and had kiosk at the various ends. So this was the establishment of Jahangir, and Shah Jahan was a very prolific builder. He was also known as the engineer king. Remember, Shah Jahan was known as the engineer king because of his beautiful establishment, and he was very fond of new establishment. And the beautiful establishments were also ornamented, decorated with various stones, precious stones, jewels, the verses of Quran, and he used precious stones like lazuli and marble, which was embedded in the buildings, within the walls of the building. So these were the various features of the establishments under Shah Jahan. So first, as we all know, Shah Jahan's most important and most famous establishment was the Taj Mahal, which is regarded by UNESCO as one of the world heritage sites. So this was made by white marble, and it had centographs as in the various memories, the various whatever memories of a deceased person remains are being epigraphed, or are being kept there in various places to remind the person on the memory of whom that establishment has been created. Then it also had verses of Quran and pietra dura at the walls. So pietra dura is a form of art, or where the walls are being decorated, and the walls have been decorated with various inlay works like carvings on the marble, or jewels or stones which are being embedded within the wall. So this is a different kind of architectural establishment. So Taj Mahal, as we all know, the beautiful setting has been established by Shah Jahan in the memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, and so it resembles a bit like Humayun's tomb, and also it has domes and marble platforms and minarets at the four corners of the platform. I'm sure you all have seen the picture of Taj Mahal. Many of you would have already visited, so you know how it looks, how beautiful it looks. Okay, so that is about Taj Mahal. The next one is the Red Fort. Red Fort is the Red Fort lies at the right bank of River Yamuna, and it was made of red sandstone. Now you can see the various use of the various types of rocks. The way, like, to enhance the beauty of the buildings, they use of various types of rocks. And it was a palace fortress, and it had beautiful features like Diwane-Am, Diwane Khas, Rang Mahal, marble platform, peacock throne. So these important features and the beautiful features have been added to Red Fort, and this is now kept for tourist attraction. So it is an important establishment under Shah Jahan. Then Jama Masjid, it is situated at Fatehpur Sikri, and the establishment has domes, and it has been carved in a Persian style. So all these monuments and establishments are important, and the basic features of these establishments are really important for to understand the architectural, the taste in architecture or fondness of architecture, and the fondness of the Mughal rulers in art and architecture. So this will be about the architectural patronage of the Mughal rulers. I will be giving you a short introduction about the next portion, that is Aurangzeb and War of Succession. So as we all know that during the time of Aurangzeb, there was War of Succession. So since the time of after Jahangir, the War of Succession started, and Prince Khurram also had to face lot of difficulties before attending the throne, or before getting the throne. And then Aurangzeb also had to deal with a lot of War of Succession which happened between the rulers, which happened between the sons of sons of Shah Jahan. And before getting an ownership of the throne, he had to face a lot of War of Succession. So Jahangir had two sons, Dara Sukho and Aurangzeb, and it has been said that he had many other sons. So among the sons of Shah Jahan, there was War of Succession. There was a continuous fight about who will get the throne, and finally the Aurangzeb emerged victorious. So we'll be dealing about this in detail, and about the policies and how the decline of Mughal empire happened in the next session. That will be all. Thank you.